Every story has at least two sides to it, and that's what we get here on Agenda. This week, the story that has the UPA and the Congress totally divided. The conclave on Friday, and should Rahul Gandhi's announcement as Prime Ministerial candidate come during it. The Andhra Pradesh Congress and ministers have already said that this should happen. They've written to the top brass, but in Delhi, they remain completely non-committal about this. On the show, is this what's needed to pump some life into the UPA? And our pundits that will be joining us on this show with taking opposite positions on this. From the Congress, one of the ministers who's written in demanding that the Congress should announce Rahul Gandhi as a Prime Ministerial candidate. We have IT Minister Ponnala Lakshmaya. From the BJP, we have Pinky Anand, and one of the newest members of the Aam Aadmi Party and author Krishan Pratap Singh joins us here in the Delhi studio. Now, before we go to our pundits, let's just take a look at how the Congress here in Delhi is totally deflecting the question, but they agree that this would definitely energize the party. Let's take a look. Is it more or less confirmed now that that announcement is going to come on Friday?
Well, I don't think it's appropriate to ever second guess something which is still 48 hours or 72 hours away. There was a constitutional requirement to have an AICC session. So in terms of that constitutional requirement, an AICC session has been called. There is also concurrently a feeling in the rank and file across the country that we should go into the 2014 Lok Sabha elections under the leadership of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. But however, these are strategic decisions which the party takes, and they are taken by the Honourable Congress President in consultation with the other senior leaders. So therefore, it is inappropriate to really be second guessing a decision. But yes, to the extent that there is a feeling in the rank and file with regard to the fact that we should be led into battle by Mr. Rahul Gandhi, that part of it is correct.
Okay, and since you're a strategist, Manish Tewari, and of course you've worked very with the government now and with the party, can you just talk us through, because a lot is being talked about this, it is something of interest, what could be the biggest advantage of doing this, of announcing at this juncture, couple of months before the general elections?
Well, the Congress party has been following both the models. If you recall, we went into the 2004 Lok Sabha elections without announcing our Prime Ministerial candidate. And ultimately, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi was elected as the leader of the UPA by all the constituents. And then she decided not to become the Prime Minister of India, possibly a sacrifice which has never ever been made in the history of independent India. In 2009, we went into an election with Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh as our Prime Ministerial candidate. So therefore, you know, we've experimented, or we've tried out both the models. So depending upon, you know, what is our appreciation of 2014, the party would take an appropriate call. But there is absolutely no denying the fact that we have a Trimurti in terms of leadership.
So that brings us to our first talking point. Whether this announcement as Rahul as PM or not, why at this juncture, and will it help Congress or not? Mr. Lakshmaya, you and your party in Andhra Pradesh are of course going one step ahead of the central leadership. You think it will, you've put it down on paper. Why do you think so?
Well, the rank and file in the Congress party, they want Rahul Gandhi to be the Prime Minister next. And Congress party as such, there is no difference of opinion in the rank and file. Whereas in the case of Modi, the moment he was, appointed as the convener for the election committee itself, at the highest level, there were difference of opinions. And the JDU has opposed it. As a matter of fact, the closest ally, the Shiva Sena, is not happy and they are opposing it. So whereas in the Congress, well, we don't have any such thing at all. As a matter of fact, even our allies, they never raised anything on this. And we have a record of performance in the first place.
You heard Manish Tewari speaking, and it obviously seems we've heard other people also deflect the question. So obviously there is some dissent, there is some, there is some kind of hesitation over naming him on Friday.
No, there is no hesitation at all. The rank and file is right behind Rahul Gandhi. He has the, the experience that he gained being a part of it, and we welcome it. We want it. The nation wants it. The Congress party wants it. The people want it.
The Congress party wants it. Pinky, Anand, is that something that worries the BJP?
No, not at all. I think the evidence is very clearly on the record. If you see, before the state elections, this question had started that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is going to be projected, and then suddenly he was kept in cold storage. The inference was obvious. They didn't want to risk him at that point of time.
You mean when Narendra Modi was coming?
Narendra Modi was coming, absolutely. Not only Narendra Modi, everybody knew the fate of elections and the fact that BJP was going to score in all these 4 states, and therefore bringing in Mr. Rahul Gandhi at that time might have been rather inappropriate for them. But frankly, it's totally a non-issue. As far as the UP is concerned, it has gone down to the dumps. The record of scams, the record of corruption, the record of non-performance, the financial...
So this won't help.
And you know, Mr. Rahul Gandhi coming forth and saying, now I am going to consider transformation, which is one of his last discussions which he came across. I don't think this is really going to change the fate of UPA.
Yeah.
And if anything, it's going to be a black mark for Rahul Gandhi.
Okay.
As far as I understand, I mean, the Congress seems to have written off 2014 as election goes, and they're looking forward towards 2019.
Okay, so I'll let you come in just a bit. Just let the other guests also speak over here. KP, do you agree with what Pinky is saying? And also what's interesting is it's coming at a time when Rahul Gandhi's own area, his pocket borough of Amethi, is being stormed in a way by one of your colleagues, Kumar Vishwas.
Yeah, there seems to be some nervousness in the Congress ranks about that. But let's just look at the situation Congress is in right now. They're getting pummeled on the left, from the left by Aam Aadmi, from the right by BJP. Mr. Modi is on campaign trail. Aam Aadmi has now reached Amethi. So they're in the middle and they're stuck. So what do they do? And then anti-incumbency on top of that. So you have a triple threat coming against you. So the Congress party says, what do we do? Where do we go? You have to go to the Gandhi family. You have to go to Rahul Gandhi. Problem is, 1 year ago almost exactly, in Jaipur, when he was made vice president, he announced that power is poison.
Yes.
So how do you walk that back?
But isn't everything always fluid?
He said power is poison, and the antidote is we don't take power, we give power, we empower the people.
So you're saying this would be, if it comes true,
how is he going to explain it?
The
only thing that he has going for him right now is that story. Power is poison. His family sacrificed. He knows. He doesn't want to be prime minister.
So he would have to eat his words.
He would have to eat his words.
Okay, and so I want the Congress to kind of respond to that, but we also want to bring in a second talking point over here. Of course, Ms. Lakshmaya, our minister, the Andhra minister, is saying there's no hesitation, but there seems to be, Manish Tewari's interview to us made it also certain that there is hesitation in the UPA, maybe because of the reasons that you're talking about. You wanted to counter that, sir, Ms. Lakshmaya.
Well, there is no hesitation at all, and the Congress party at the right time, they will decide and, let it be known. Before that, it's all imagination and individual opinions and apprehensions, and it's a mudslinging, politics what happens. So, the Congress party, once it takes a decision, whether it takes or not, then it should be judged. But before that, by having perceptions or misgivings, by saying something is not proper. So you accept that it might not come, sir?
Number two. You accept that on Friday, it might not come?
Number two, please. So our good friend from BJP is talking about corruption. Here is a government in the last 10 years. We have taken up Lokpal, Lokayukta, Citizen Grievance Redressal Cell, Whistleblowers Protection Act. All these things are done. And then the government has already taking action on those individuals or institutions where things are going. What happened in the case of Karnataka government? Yediyurappa, where is he? And where is he now? Why are they not talking about that?